Speaking as the head teacher of Strathaven Academy, and what I expect all head teachers in Scotland to aspire to is to gain a deeper understanding of diversity across Scotland, and for our young people to develop those key skills to enable them to be respectful of others in all walks of life. As we are working towards developing our qualities agenda, we were delighted when we were approached by Hakim Dean, Education Consultant, as part of his work on anti-racist education.
In Scotland, we live in a multiracial, multicultural and multi-faith society. In order to prepare our young people when they leave school to be able to work in that society, we need to ensure that equality and diversity is embedded in our education system.
When we were planning running an anti-racist curriculum transition project for our primary 7 to S1 pupils, we decided that literacy would be the curricular area the best placed to move this forward.
Chapter 4. Sunday passed pretty quickly because Sundays are science days. Dad calls them Science Sundays.
With this in mind, we applied to the School Library Improvement Fund and were awarded funding for our project. Planet Omar was the book that I felt was most appropriate and engaging for this project. The book follows Omar as he starts a new school and has to deal with bullying incidents at school and also from his neighbours at home to do with his race and his religion. It deals with difficult subjects, but it's at the right level for the pupils involved who'd be reading the story.
Beginning of kind of chapter 4, chapter 5, he's nervous for a reason. So what would that be?
Alongside the excellent feedback we've had from teachers, we've had really good feedback from pupils who've read the book. They've really enjoyed it, and they've also enjoyed the discussions that came with reading the story and made them think about the stereotypes that they have, possibly without realising that they have them.
You'll see that our aim today in this area is about tackling race discrimination, and hopefully you picked up some ideas about race in the book. Hopefully you had some good discussions.
During the event there are 4 workshops that the young people will participate in. 2 of the workshops are a tornado experiment and a challenging stereotypes sort of activity. These 2 workshops are aimed at identifying and highlighting the differences that exist between the young people and Omar and getting them to understand better the cultural aspect of a minority race group. The other 2 workshops are a badge making activity and a uniform design activity.
Our learning intentions for today is to understand the similarities and the differences that exist between different races in our society, and that important one I was talking about there, to become more comfortable having discussions about race and race discrimination.
This is the first step that Strathaven Academy has taken in its approach to embedding anti-racist curriculum across all its subjects, through English, through social subjects, through science. It's very important to build on this initiative and to keep it going, and to ensure that the young people from S1 to S6 have the skills, the knowledge to tackle these issues when they leave school or into society. As I've been going around today speaking to the children, they have said that they've really enjoyed being involved in the project. They've learnt a lot about discrimination and racism, and that they hope to do more in this area.
Reading Planet Omar in class was really good, and the learning conversations that we had were really interesting to listen to other people's opinions on the book, and overall it was just a really good book to read.
Our class and the other schools who read it all learned quite a lot, and it was nice coming in and not only hearing our school's opinions on the book, but other schools' opinions as well, and having that experience to talk to other people about it. And I'm happy it wasn't only written work, because that's what we normally do for books. It was a lot of different tasks that still reflected on the book's morals.
I think everyone after reading Planet Omar now feels a bit more confident about talking about racism in the class and stuff like that. It was like a really enlightening read.
Today has helped me understand about stereotypes, and I think if people are being ignorant and racist, they don't know about the culture and they might just be a little bit jealous. We're all different, we're all equal, and we're all the same in some sort of way. And that's what matters.
Today's project has been a great success with over 150 pupils from our field primaries really engaging well with the workshops and feedback from them being really positive. We've definitely achieved the aims that we set out to achieve in this, and we're really looking forward to taking this into the next phase of the project.